Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today is your first lecture of Pakistan Studies, and I am your teacher Aslan Dar. So today we will discuss chapter number 1, Genesis of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. And these are some important question and answers, and they are important in examination point of view. So first we will discuss what is the term ideology. The ideology is composed of two Greek words, ideo and logos. It literally means the science or the study of ideas. The social or political program of any movement that becomes a collective object of any nation is called ideology. Or ideology is the set of opinions, beliefs of a group or an individual. Very often, ideology refers to a set of political beliefs or a set of ideas that characterize a particular nation, particular culture. Basically, the Muslims we follow the Islamic ideology, which simply means the way of life based on the tenets of Islam. And what are the tenets of Islam? Tawheed, Namaz, Hajj, Zakat, and Roza. Now, coming to next question. What is the Islamic theory of nationhood? The Muslim believes that by virtue of their faith, they have an identity separate and distinct from other nations of the world. The conciseness of being separate from others is called two-nation theory, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं दो कौमी नजरिया. तीसरा क्वेश्चन है explain Pakistan ideology briefly. The fundamental concept of ideology of Pakistan is that the Muslims are separate nation having their own culture, literature, religion and way of life. The fundamental concept of Pakistan जो मुस्लिम्स इज दैट कि मुस्लिम का जो है उनका है एक अलग नेशन, उनके एक अपना अलग कल्चर है, एक अपनी अलग लिटरेचर है, रिलीजन है और ज़िंदगी जो किस तरह गुजारना चाहते हैं कुरान और सुन्ना के मुताबिक. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट आर द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ पाकिस्तान, एलिमेंट्स ऑफ आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ पाकिस्तान. क्या आ गया जी? इस्लाम, टू नेशन थ्योरी, टेरिटोरियल लैंड, डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम, उर्दू लैंग्वेज. हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे इस्लाम. Pakistan came into being on the basis of Islam. It was only Muslim. It was only Islam galvanized Muslims and lined them up behind the Muslim League. Other factors, political and economic ones, also played some part in uniting Muslims to struggle for Pakistan. But Islam was the key factor as it serves as a cementing force for the Muslim society and is the primary link between the Muslims the world over. So the fundamental teachings of Islam are universally accepted. Belief in God, finality of prophethood, human rights and social justice, universal brotherhood. The only force which keeps Muslims nation united is Islam, which is the ideological फाउंडेशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान. सेकंड आ जाते हैं जी टू नेशन थ्योरी. टू नेशन थ्योरी मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया था कि दो कौमी नजरिया. The two nation theory is the basis of the creation of Pakistan. It states that the Muslim and Hindus are two separate nations by every definition. Therefore, the Muslims should be able to have their own separate homeland in the Muslim majority area of India, in which Islam can be practiced as the dominant religion. The two-nation theory was a founding principle of Pakistan movement, that is the ideology of Pakistan. Basically, two-nation theory था जिसकी वजह से एक आज़ाद पाकिस्तान वजूद में आया, जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं दो कौमी नज़रिया. कि हिंदू और मुस्लिम जो थे वो सेपरेट एक मतलब एक डिफरेंट सेपरेट नेशन थे, क्योंकि उनका रहन सहन, उनकी जो है रिलीजन, उनका कल्चर सब एक दूसरे से डिफरेंट था और वो इकट्ठा नहीं रह सकते थे। दूसरा हम लोग आ रहे हैं, वी आर कमिंग टू टेरिटोरियल लैंड। Quaid-e-Azam, while addressing Punjab Muslim School Federation in March 1941, nothing could be achieved simply by raising slogans for nation. We are one nation and the nation cannot survive in the air. It requires an independent land to settle where it can rule and our demand is the same. Third आता है democratic system. So what is democratic system? उसके बाद आपका है जी डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम। कायदे आजम एक मीटिंग में उन्होंने बोला on 14 दिसंबर 1946 कि democracy is the blood of Muslims who look upon complete equality of man. In an Islamic state, all the affairs are decided on the basis of Sharia, that is democracy. In other words, we can say that all the social, economic, political and cultural affairs are operated on the basis of mutual and Islamic democracy. The same system has also been referred in Surah Al-Rahman. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, used to operate all the state affairs after discussing with his Sahaba's companions. When the question arose that what would be the system of government in Pakistan, it should no doubt be system, Islamic democratic system. Now, इस पे आते हैं तीसरा हम आते हैं उर्दू लैंग्वेज पे। उर्दू लैंग्वेज की क्या हिस्ट्री थी, क्यों ज़रूरी था वो। अच्छा, language is not a fundamental characteristic of a nation, but still remains one of the features by which a nation may be distinguished or one of the ground on the nationalism may be founded. In the subcontinent, Urdu was considered to be the language of Muslims and Hindi of the Hindus. It was declared the official language and all official records were written in this language. 1867 में कुछ हिंदुओं ने कुछ मूवमेंट स्टार्ट की बनारस में, in which they demanded the replacement of Urdu with Hindi. उन्होंने कहा कि जी उर्दू को हम लोग हिंदी से रिप्लेस करेंगे। इसकी क्या वजह थी? The main reason for opposing Urdu was that Urdu was written in Persian script, which was similar to the Arabic script. Basically, Arabic was the language of Quran, the holy book of Muslims. तो इन्होंने क्या किया? इन्होंने किया कि इंडिया ने जो है अपना फिर उन्होंने अपनी हिंदी को उन्होंने लैंग्वेज नेशनल लैंग्वेज करार दे दिया और उर्दू को इन्होंने रिजेक्ट कर दिया। So what are the Quaid-e-Azam thought about minorities? Quaid-e-Azam का क्या ख्याल था अक़लियत के बारे में? Sorry. Quaid-e-Azam was a great champion of human rights, addressing the first Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. Quaid-e-Azam ने बताया कि you are free to go to your schools, you are free to go to your masjid or any other places of worship in this state of Pakistan. We are standing with this fundamental principle that we all citizens, we are all citizens and equal citizens of one state. असबाब बगावत हिंद इन 18 ये एक पब्लिश हुआ था, एक रसाला पब्लिश किया था सर सईद अहमद खान ने 1859 में, द कॉजेज ऑफ द इंडियन रिवोल्ट, in which he studied the causes of the Indian revolt. He blamed the British East India Company for its aggressive expansion as well as ignorance of British politicians regarding Indian culture. In this book, he tried to prove that the uprising of 1857 by no means a war of independence. What are next question आ गया? Objective of the Islamic League, objective of the Muslim League at the time of its inception. क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव्स थे मुस्लिम लीग के जब वो वजूद में आ रही थी. At the time of formation, the Muslim League had set a three-point agenda. Number one, to safeguard and protect the interest of Indian Muslims, to convey their demand to the British government in a peaceful manner and through constitutional means. Number two, to create feeling of respect and goodwill for the government amongst the Muslims and to remove any misunderstanding they might have regarding government policies and actions. Number third, to create feeling of brotherhood between the Muslim and other Indian communities. Next section पे आ जाते हैं. What are the salient features of Islamic Act? Indian Independent Act was passed by the British Parliament and ratified by the Crown in July. Number one, क्या था? British rule over India will come to an end on August 15th August 1947. कि जो ब्रिटिश रूल होगा वो खत्म हो जाएगा इंडिया में कब? 15 अगस्त 1947 को. Title of the Emperor of India will no more from the point of title of British comes after that date. The successor states will be run under the Government of Indian Act 1935, adopted and modified to meet their requirements as an interim constitution till their respective constituent assemblies frame constitution. ये खत्म हो गए क्वेश्चन. नाउ द फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स हैं. इम्पोर्टेंट फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स हैं, इनको आप देख लीजिएगा. ये आगे कंटिन्यू है सारे इम्पोर्टेंट चीजें. फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स ऑफ short questions. Till next time, inshallah, we'll start with another lecture. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.